What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here. Today I want to, make a video talking about a brand new system coming to Rainbow Six Siege. This is the limb penetration system. Now, for one, I didn't really watch any of the Season 4 panel, the Operation Shifting Tides panel for the Pro League Finals, so I'm pretty sure they mentioned this, but this is kind of news to me. This dropped yesterday, and basically they had a dev blog about it, and they're talking about how they're changing bullet penetration on character models in Rainbow Six Siege. Now, this new system aims to increase lethality of shots to provide guidance on where a bullet should land. So they basically showcase this graph. I saw this first on Twitter. There's guns that do no penetration, there's guns that do simple penetration, and there's guns that do full penetration. Now, no penetration is pretty simple. Shotguns and machine pistols, except for the Boss 12.12 and the TSG 12, which, they act as DMRs. This clearly says it in the asterisk. These shotguns are DMRs. Thank you for admitting that, Ubisoft. You are a piece of shit troll for that. But yeah, nonetheless, I just find it funny how they just categorize those shotguns as DMRs, but it makes sense to slug around. So, but yeah, these shotguns like this, and machine pistols are basically no penetration weapons. So basically, there is no penetration on the character model. Now, I like this. Maybe shotguns should have some penetration, but maybe it's because of the pellets and they'll mess up as much of the hit registration as possible. Now, simple penetration, assault rifles like machine guns, submachine guns, pistols, revolvers, all these do simple penetration. We're going to get into details what that means specifically, but it's basically just limb penetration, as you see right there on screen, the little guy right there. And then full penetration, obviously, from what you see, pass through the character's models. Designated marksman rifles and sniper rifles will have this capabilities. Now, breaking down what they talk about in this, blog dev post, obviously no penetration. Bullet hits one part of the body part and will not pass through any of the other body parts. So that's pretty obvious. So simple penetration is where things get a little bit more complicated. So if they kind of highlight it as a shot that connects with a body part will then potentially hit another body part behind that first hit appendage of the same operator. Now, I don't really know what the wording of this means specifically. It's kind of confusing. I'm obviously thinking the first bullet or a bullet will pass through that body part. So I'm guessing if a hand's in front of your chest, it'll hit the chest. But there's also damage drop off. There's some negative things I have about this little system that I think might bring some problems down the line if they don't execute it fundamentally right. But we'll talk about that in the end of the video. So they talk about, for example, you will shoot at an enemy with their hand up in their face after being flashed. If you hit their hand, the bullet will penetrate through the head. The actual damage done will be calculated by taking into account the hit on the body part, which is the highest modifier. Then they said, please see damage modifier selection. In the case the bullet's damage will equal the headshot. So I don't really know what this means specifically for headshots. I want to see people test this on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know if it's to be a one-shot kill. But yeah, basically it passes through the body part, hit the body part behind the object. So it will help in this manner for, somebody that's prone on just sitting on their ass like a bastard. I hate when people do that because I can never really kill them properly, and you shoot them in their wrist, that will potentially go through and hit them in the head. Now, this can fix a lot of these gunfight issues with sometimes hitting someone in the arm just makes your gunfight so much worse. But yeah, and then full penetration, not really gotta say anything. The bullet will basically, it'll pass through the person, and the second person only takes 70% of the initial damage. For each bullet hits under full penetration, bullet damage will, for each body that the bullet hits under full penetration, the bullet's damage and route will follow the same simple penetration rules above. Now, one thing about this, while this is full penetration, this could apply to simple penetration. In the breakdown trailer, they showcased a sniper round going through 3 targets in the head. Now, again, these was solely headshot from the first hit to the last hit. So it might be a sign that, yeah, maybe if you shoot them in the wrist and it can go through their head, they'll die. I would hope so. I really hope they just keep that one-shot headshot modifier no matter what. But yeah, so getting to the damage modifier, under simple penetration system mentioned above, the body part with the highest modifier will be considered when determining damage when multiple parts are hit. Again, the wording here is kind of convoluted and confusing, but hands and arms, 0.75, 1 and 2 armor, 0.65 on the 3 armor. Interesting how 1 and 2 armor are kind of the same, but whatever. Groin and lower torso, upper torso 1.0, so that's straight through. Now legs 0.75, 1 and 2 armor, 0.65, 3 armor, and then neck and head 50. So I'm guessing neck and head is a lethal shot. I hope so. Again, I'm curious about these modifiers and what exactly they mean. Is it like damage drop off, or is it like equal multiplier? I'm guessing under 1 is it does a reduced damage, 75% of the damage, 65% of damage, etc. 50 is at 100% damage, like multiplier. I don't really know exactly. So armor rating is, so they basically rate it with armor, 1 armor, full damage, 2 armor, 0.9, 10% lower, 3 armor, 20%. So they're currently rolling this out on the TTS. Now this could be a system that really pushes forward the gunplay and fixes some of the issues we have with the hit registration and gunfights in general that can be really annoying in this game. But I think I'm going to end off this video with the kind of an analytical thought process of this. The hitboxes and the hit registration, all that gunplay with Siege can be very wonky at times. You shoot somebody in the head, it doesn't register. What's gonna stop it from even being a little bit more wonkier here? Like, again, maybe you shoot somebody in the elbow and it thinks the head is behind. I don't know. Like this, you can't trust Ubisoft's hit registration in Rainbow Six Siege, because the second you get comfortable with it and you trust it and you try one tapping somebody, you don't get the headshot and then that person gets a headshot on you. It makes absolutely no sense. But again, I don't know how much is going to change gunfights. This might help. This might not. This might be a really little thing that nobody even notices. Only time can tell. But again, I do like the fact that they're trying to push things for a little bit more realistic approach, and they're understanding that, yeah, the arms do really affect some gunfights when you shoot somebody in the hand and it just eats up all the damage. It's like, what the hell? That should pass through their chest and I get chest damage. But yeah, again, this is a new limp penetration system that they're implementing for season 4. Hopefully everything works well in the TTS and this gets pushed through on launch. Again, they're testing it out. Feedback will be appreciated, obviously. So if you have a PC and TTS, check it out, give them feedback. What's your thoughts about it? But yeah, that's all I got for this one. Hope you guys enjoy this one. What do you think about this limb penetration system? Do you like it? Do you think it's gonna be a good thing, or are you like me, where you like it but are cautiously worried that it might affect the overall mechanics of just shooting somebody and you getting a registered hit marker on them? But yeah, that's all I got for this one. Again, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more Rainbow Six Siege news, gameplays, content, all that good stuff. But until next time, guys, hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.